Find the excitement. Find the excitement when it comes to improving your own health and fitness. Move away from just surviving and shift into focusing on how you can change your life so that you start thriving. It sounds really cheesy, sounds really American, but it's how a lot of my clients are now thinking, in terms of it's not about surviving and just keeping what you have and holding on to what you have. It's about thriving. It's about learning to grow. It's about getting excited about what else you can do and how much better, even better, you can make yourself feel by doing these things, by adding to your own toolkit of the Michael Fan way of living, or whatever your name is, right? Imagine if you started thriving and for the next 30 days, even just for the next 30 days, doing one thing every day that makes you feel better, even just by 1%. Imagine how different you could feel in 30 days if you started right now, straight after this call, straight after this video message, straight after listening to some chap on Facebook talk about thriving or surviving. If I inspire just one of you to pull your finger out and do something, then my work is done for the day. Like, there's surviving, which has quite a closed mentality, quite a finite mentality, and it comes from a place of lack. It's like, I need to keep hold of where I am right now. Yes, there has to be an element of gratitude and being grateful for what you have. However, growth comes from pushing yourself. Growth comes from getting help. Growth comes from changing things up. Growth comes from learning new things. Like, there's so much excitement to be had, to be found in, like, treating each day as an opportunity for you to do something else that is exciting, as opposed to getting back on the treadmill every day and just kind of spinning the wheels. Like, even my own body language, just talking about it slows things down, right? It feels different to be saying that you're just going to be spinning the wheels, doing the same thing again and again. Whereas if you thrive, if you move towards thriving for the rest of your life, then you get to do whatever you like. You get to change things up. You get to inject fun back into your life. You get to inject excitement. You get to, like, who could you meet by changing your life? Like, my life changed when I started running properly, in inverted commas, when I ran my first marathon, because it just opened up this whole new universe of a community of like-minded people who enjoyed their running too, enjoyed their fitness, enjoyed traveling the world and running all these races. And I wouldn't have met half the people that I know now without that running, without injecting excitement and fun back into my life. And that was a key moment for my life so far. It was a key pivot for me. It was a key catalyst for when I decided that I would transition from a career in finance to a career in the fitness industry. And that's why you're listening to me now, here on the 5th of October 2020, because of that pivot all those years ago. And the second pivot, the second pivotal moment in my fitness career so far, was back a couple of years ago when SHIT really did hit the fan. And I was the lowest I've ever been because of personal reasons, and it was through finding my own health and fitness, refocusing on my own health and fitness, taking a leaf out of my own book and throwing myself into turning my life around and bouncing back, all of these words meaning, I picked myself up again. I found the way to find the fun and find the excitement again in my life, and that's all water under the bridge now. But you've got a choice. You have a choice. Every single day that you wake up, you have the choice to finish the day feeling like, yes, I made the most of that day. Not just that you got your to-do list done, but you made the most of the day. You did something that was a little bit scary, that means that you feel a little bit more expansive, you feel a little bit more excited, that kind of pushed your own boundaries so that you get to grow even just a little bit every single day, so that you find that excitement. Because then you start, it's kind of like a positive upward spiral. You feel a little bit better, so then you think a little bit different, then you do things a little bit different, and then it pays forwards in terms of it has a positive effect on the people around you, and then you start living your life differently, then you get different results, and then it's just like a positive feedback loop. And what started off as a little bit of a personal project turns into who knows what. Where could your life be in 3 months, 6 months, a year's time if you start doing something right now, as soon as you've listened to this video, and think of the actual literal steps that you can take to find excitement in your life again, to move towards thriving again. It's okay that, life has potentially got in the way for however many months, and maybe now is the time that you feel ready to do something now, to get back into something, to start giving yourself that permission to do something for you for once, as opposed to looking after everyone else all the time. That's one of the most frequently stated comments that I have, being that, I've been too busy looking after everyone else, but now it's time. I feel it's ready. I feel it's the right time to start looking after myself again. So let's go. Let's move you from just surviving to now thriving, and you do that by finding the excitement. Where across your fitness, fun, family, finance, and focus, these 5 key categories or areas of your life, how can you inject fun into all of those categories or aspects of your life? How can you find the excitement? What would excite you? What would excite you? What would be satisfying for you to conjure up in your life? Because the excitement is that, like the fact that you have the ability to create whatever life you want. Deep for a Monday night. But you get to create it. You get to make the decisions and move away from just surviving and moving towards thriving from today.